Oh, you can. You can ride a pony. This is amazing. Oh yes, here we go. Pony time. Okay, here we go. So, let us now charge in all of our units. I believe this particular vassal doesn't actually have the best caliber of unit, so I'm not entirely sure why he is so steadfast in attacking us still. I suppose it is their last town under the Domnonia flag. Or at least, I think it is their last town. I believe the other two fiefs they own are castles, so we have to worry about that after this, but as everyone knows, towns do give factions their most amount of cash, so removing that would be very beneficial for us indeed. And this pony is actually doing a great job. I must say, it's actually doing a better job than my previous horse, which is actually incredibly amusing. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit slower, but it seems to actually be quite fast. I suppose if it actually got hit, then we would see the difference, but yes, saying that, and having my horse die almost immediately in both rounds of the previous few skirmishes is rather surprising anyway. But yes, we'll have to deal with that anyway. That is rather nice to actually have these here. Okay, come on, take this fellow down, everyone. Yes, that's what you get. Oh yes, okay, so how many units? 80 enemies. Okay, we are outnumbered, but that shouldn't really make much difference. As you could tell in the previous few rounds, we were having a huge advantage versus these particular units. I am still surprised that we are doing so well here. Usually when you get attacked in camp, it is game over almost all the time, due to obviously not being on your own horse and your units being unprepared, but it seems as though this particular vassal is sending in, as I say, very low tier units. And I actually forgot to mention that Ultan leveled up in the previous round, so that is very nice indeed. He can hopefully get some more intellect and medical skills to help us out. That would be very nice indeed. And there we go. Once again, we took out how many? 81. This is going to take quite a long time, actually. I am not entirely sure whether I would actually cut away here, because as you can see, we are most likely going to pull out a victory. But as it stands, it seems as though this is going to take quite a while, which is somewhat disappointing. I was hoping that he would send in a lot more units, but it seems as though he is not willing to commit such a huge force to one engagement. So I suppose that is a rather sound tactical maneuver, but it is not really paying off, I would have to say. We are taking out quite a few of their units though, which is always good. This sword is just putting in so much work. Amazing. Really, really nice. And here we go, we're into the fray. Let's not get taken out again though, that would be terrible. Ultan is getting quite a few kills. That is good to see. I am glad that we actually rescued him from the Glastenich. Obviously, he is our only doctor. We do need to get Bride back though. She has quite a lot in engineering, and that was helping us out to build the siege equipment a lot faster than it usually would be. 75 killed, yes. And it's actually funny because we're getting a very large amount of renown per round. So we are gaining very large amounts of renown, and that will in turn increase our army size to something that I don't think I've ever had in any series. I think Brytenwalda is the only series where I have an army this large, or at least the army size or capacity this large. So yeah, that is actually very interesting indeed. The only unfortunate thing is I cannot use all of them in battle. Usually, anyway. It's either we're going to win very easily, or we're going to lose just. So we would use 300 units, and then the game would say, no, you cannot reinforce any further, but I think Brytenwalda is a little bit different in that manner, so. Ow. Okay. Well, that was a bad idea, and as you could see, that is actually the reason why the camp is a terrible fighting ground, as once the player character gets taken out, I believe that is it. So now we have a choice here. We could actually leave the battle, but we are going to win in the end, I think. So I think we'll carry on for now. And let's actually try to get our units in a better spot this time. What is that? Did you see that up there? What is this? Do you see this? Am I hallucinating? That is rather amusing, to say the least. Okay, that is quite funny. Okay, well, there we are. You see something new every day. Okay, well, let's get our units charging in and hopefully take out as many as they can. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine here. Just have to make sure I don't get taken out, which is going to be a difficult task, to say the least. Or maybe not. Oh my, that was a very nice javelin shot there from one of our skirmishers. Took his head clean off. Ouch, that has got to hurt. And now let's take down this fellow here, if we can. Or maybe not. Okay, definitely not, yes. Okay, take out this fellow. Or maybe not, yes, no. Okay, we may as well actually not get into combat. Okay, well, we are getting some very nice renown rewards, as I have already stated, but yes. It seems as though they do like to give us quite a few breaks in between, but unfortunately my first aid doesn't work that way and is continuing to spawn us in at a very low value. And is the shield still there? It is still there. That is amazing. Okay, let's charge our units in right here and take them down. I'm actually hoping this is going to be one of the last rounds, so that we will have rid the game of, I think pretty much every Dumnonia vassal was actually there, trying to prevent us from sieging it. And it appears they're actually doing quite well, and reinforcements have arrived twice in a row. Whoa. Okay. The game definitely wants us to win this, that's for sure. Okay, well, that's fine. Not a problem at all. I could always use the assistance. And there we are. That was very quick. Once again, we took out 70, and now we are left against 147. This is rather tedious, I have to say. I was somewhat startled that they wouldn't throw everything they had at us. Oh, okay, they have quite a few more cavalry units in this particular composition here, but I don't think that will help them in the least, as they are currently being dehorsed or demounted, dismounted, as it were. That's probably the correct English word. Why don't I actually use that? That would be a great idea. Okay, well, yeah, as you can probably see, I'm pretty much trying to stay out of the way as much as I can. But trying to observe most of the action I possibly can. Let's try and get a few swipes in here, maybe. Oh my, that horse actually just hit me for 0 damage. Oh my. Horses are overpowered, apparently. Okay, here we go. Ooh, very nice damage. Getting some kills going on there. And maybe we can take out this fellow as well before he switches to his spear. And there we are. Look at that. We have 203 units on the battlefield. Look at this. That is exactly the reason why we are winning this. Oh my. Okay, so apparently the enemy cannot send more than a percentage, or perhaps a percentage of my forces, to the camp. And that is the main reason why we are vanquishing them so easily. I think maybe 50% each time? We'll see. Yes, 58. Okay. A little bit of a strange number. But again, they seem to be throwing their cavalry at us and running straight into the fence, which is not exactly the smartest move to make. But that is a good thing for us. Helping us, no doubt. Let's try and take this fellow out. Oh, we took down his horse. And maybe take him down in the process. There we go. Anyone else? Ooh, there's that guy there. He's running off. Okay, we don't have to worry about him. No. Okay, just have to watch our backs, because these guys can sneak up on you out of nowhere, as the previous few rounds have taught us. Okay, ooh, careful. He almost got me there with that throwing weapon. I'm taking 1 damage from... Oh my. Oh my. Oh, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Am I dead? No, let's try using this. Nope. Okay, that doesn't actually do anything. No! Well, wounded troops recover 24% hit points, so that's fine for our units. Hopefully that will help them out of any close situations. Maybe we'll lose a few less units in the process as well, as a result from using it, but you never know. Seems we are just going to outnumber and swarm the enemies here. And thankfully, I don't think I have been inflicted with any sort of bleeding status ailment. So I will be alive for the rest of this round, if I can help it. And there we go. That was 58 units taken down. And I killed 3 of them, which is... Oh, okay, so we are currently too low HP to finish off the rest. They only have 31, so it is not too big a deal, as you can see. We did actually lose quite a few, but that is a small price to pay for taking them out once and for all. So, there we are. That is it. And now we can finally loot. But I don't really think there's actually anything here that I really want. Oh, yes, battle trophies. I definitely want them. That is for sure. Okay, so there we go. Very nice. And there we go. Okay, so they did kill my horse. As you can see, my horse is now dead. And I do not have something on here. I think they stole something from us, didn't they? When I was taken prisoner, they stole something from us. Yes, I can't remember what it was, though. That is the only issue. Oh my. Okay, well, if you remember, please tell me. Otherwise, I'll check back in previous episodes just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think it was a spear. Yes, I think it was a spear. Okay. Well, at least I know that now. It was a really good spear as well, if I recall correctly. It was actually like a really good one. One of the best you could get, I think. But, oh well, okay. That will be it, I think, for this episode. Next time on Brytenwalda, we will be taking this town, and we will not be opposed from any force whatsoever. Oh yes, let us hope anyway. And also hope that Dincado doesn't become under siege from any other unsavory characters. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.